Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I have debated doing for a while now. I say debated because I've wanted to show our cars, especially just because we really like both of our cars, like a lot, especially our truck. We really like our truck, but I haven't wanted to share because I don't know, it feels weird to just like look at my rides. But after posting on Instagram, actually I don't even remember what I posted, but I posted something, a bunch of you guys commented and were like, please show us your new cars. We didn't even know you didn't have your Mercedes anymore. So today I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bring you in my cars, show you what we have, tell you what I like, why I like it, and yeah, let's do it, guys. Are you ready? He told me I can go. Our windows are tinted, so I couldn't actually see him through the windows. But hi guys, I'm gonna climb in. So, okay, this is a Lexus RX300. My parents actually used to have this car, like, I don't even know, man, 10 plus years ago. And I remember they had a few cars over the course of me living with them, and I really liked this car. So I've liked it for a long time, and then I had a friend that got it, and my car previous to this was a Mercedes CLA 250, and we got it kind of rushed. We needed a new car a couple years ago, like ASAP, and it was okay. The car was really nice, but what I didn't like about it was how small it is. So us moving up to this car was really because I was over being in a small car, and this is like a mini SUV type situation. And also, whenever we end up getting our little child, we needed both cars to be big enough to have all of us in it, and the Mercedes was just not comfortably big enough for me. So Lexus RX300, here we are. So this is a push start car, so you put your foot on the brake and oh, not even close, and you do it, and as you can see, everything kind of adjusts once you turn the car on. This is clearly Dan's setup right now because my knees are at the steering wheel. To those of you that didn't know, Dan and I have completely different body proportions. I have very long legs, short torso. He's the opposite. So, okay. You can save your settings though over here, which is pretty cool. I'm so lazy though, I don't even think I've actually saved my settings in this car yet. But that's cool. You can save up to 3 different, settings specifically for the steering wheel, for the seat, distance, elevation. That's the other thing, is I tend to be higher because of my aforementioned shorter torso. And yeah, so over here you have handles or like little buttons that you can do when you're driving. So you can answer the phone, turn the volume up, turn the volume down. I think this is just a toggle. I actually don't really know. Oh yeah, this is just a toggle button for like, oh, I want to go through seeing my messages or Bluetooth audio, whatever. You can just toggle back and forth, and I think it just changes the display. I know this isn't going to be a super informative video, but that's the gist. And then we have this screen over here. This is like pretty cool. Honestly, I'm not that impressed with this screen.
This car doesn't have Apple Play.
Yeah, so like our Raptor, you'll see, you can have like the maps playing on the screen. This car doesn't have that, so pretty much it's just a screen to show you like your time and like a big blown up version of like whatever music is playing. So like, meh, not that great. I like the color combo. It's actually funny, we joked that the interior of this car looked like my Mercedes just like transformed, like Transformers, and got bigger, because this was like pretty much the same exact coloring as my Mercedes, and I really like it. Okay, obviously side by side, like heating, air conditioning, you can change your temperature to be whatever you want, and you just turn it up, you can adjust it however you want.
So you're telling people that this car has AC in a 2018 vehicle.
So we have heated and cooled seats. So just like it sounds, you can make your seat blow hot air or cool air. And
basically this car has the works except for the navigation.
Yeah,
there's other cars, which, let me see, this whole frame, like the screen would be bigger on a car outfitted with navigation, but we use our cell phones to navigate, so
it sucks though that it doesn't merge. I mean, yeah, it's whatever.
The program to merge your phone into the Lexus system is we don't like it. That's why we like the Raptor, because it has the Apple Play.
Exactly. Also, I just want to say for the record, this car drives really, really well. The Mercedes had literally gotten to a point where, like, I mean, it was from the beginning, so it hadn't gotten to the point, but I would drive around and I was all, because the suspension was so stiff. I was literally like, oh no, here comes a hole! I did not like.
It was the sports suspension, so it was purposefully tight.
Not good for me. So this is super smooth, super soft suspension. And then the last thing I guess I'll say is that the back seat's pretty roomy, just like a normal back seat, but with
the back seat is super comfortable.
Is it?
It's really comfortable. You've never sat back there?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, and it's got a pretty decent sized trunk. So.
Dope. So that's it, guys. So, okay, you want to go show them the Raptor?
Sure.
Next car, our favorite car. Alright guys, say hello to my baby. Yes. I actually jokingly just called this my baby on Instagram, but I'm not really joking because I love this truck so much. Dan the man just raised his eyebrows behind the camera. When he wanted to get this, I was very much like, okay, whatever. I tend to be that way about like most big purchases he wants to make because Dan does his research before he buys something, especially if it's something that he's going to be dropping a pretty penny on. I wasn't that like shooketh by the amount of money because Ford Raptors are a pricey car, and I was kind of more just like, all right, well, I guess we'll see it when we get it. And he pre-ordered it, talked about it for months, saying like, when we get this car, you're gonna love it so much. We're gonna be able to do this, we're gonna be able to do that. I'm like, cool, whatever. We got it. You were not wrong, Dan the man. So come on in and I'll show you why I love my Ford Raptor. Okay, so we are inside the Raptor, obviously, and it's the same thing as the Lexus. It's a push start. That literally doesn't mean anything to me. Like on one hand, I'm kind of like, well, whatever. But on the other hand, it's cool, feels like a car of the future. So the screen that is in the Raptor, I like so much more than the Lexus screen. First off, it memorizes multiple phones, so you can like click which phone you want to be on. You can also plug straight into like the deck. I think, not deck, that is definitely not the right word, but when you plug it in, it should pop up on the screen. It says CarPlay. There we go. And automatically it'll pull up your text messages. If you want her to read text messages to you or take you somewhere in the map.
You can also talk your messages and she'll type it up and send it too.
Yes, I've literally never done that. I'm a big fan of voice messaging, like audio messaging, but she can do that. And you know, you can look at the maps, kind of scroll around just like you would on your iPhone. So yeah, it would obviously show you just like Apple Maps, and then you can go to the home screen where you can scroll around and it looks like kind of like an Apple product. So that's super cool. It has the whole eco thing in it, which to be honest, most of the time we turn off. It's pretty annoying, but it has it. Also, if you're backing in and out, there's this camera button at the front.
Go ahead, put it in reverse.
If I put it in reverse, does that. So can you see there's two different screens here? At the top, because of where the cameras are situated, they're able to actually show you an overhead image of where your truck is in relation to the world.
So there's a camera in the front of the truck, there's two cameras on the side of the mirrors pointing down, and there's a camera on the tailgate. So it stitches all the cameras together in an image, so it makes parallel parking super easy. But then you also have this reverse, and if you turn the wheel, it doesn't turn that, but the Lexus does turn the line. Oh wait, it does. It turns a little black line.
Yeah, it shows you, and if you're in the right spot or not. I really like that thing. I think that's super cool. I guarantee you, by the way, everything I tell you I like is going to be like a tiny amount of what this truck can actually do.
And this truck is big, and so having those cameras makes it so easy to park. So it's awesome.
And we're in Dan's setting. I don't even think I saved one in here either, but it's the same thing.
You're number 2, actually.
I am? Wow.
So you hit it once and it opens up halfway, so you hit it again. the whole roof opens up.
That's so cool. I love that. And when we went to the drive-in movies about a week ago when Kendall was in town, Kendall is the person that I did the Nordstrom haul with, who I think you guys saw in that video. I think they were both collabs. Anyways, we went to the drive-in movies and it was pouring rain, and we went to the movies in the truck and we had this open, so it was just raining on top of the roof, and it was just lightning everywhere.
You want to talk about the back?
Yeah, so the back,
how massive it is
super roomy. Like, you could be very tall and be very comfortable in the
Even
back.
the middle seat. You know, on a standard car, the middle seat is the hump seat.
Yeah, not
There's
like
no
that
hump
here.
in here.
It's
and then
really rad.
when the seats are flipped up, you just have like this huge giant area where you can store stuff.
Yeah, like Costco. You're going on a big shopping trip, like when we...
And you don't want to put stuff outside if it's raining.
Yeah, I mean the bed of this truck, side note, is huge as well. But I love how big the interior is, how tall it is, how wide it is, so much space. And other random fun things. There's so many plugs in this car. So you have like the typical 2 plugs for your car in the front. You have 2 more in the back for the passengers, and this is so cool. You have a regular plug. So if you're like me and you work on the go, like I can take my computer with me if I need to and Dan's driving, and I can plug it in and it's not gonna die, or I don't have to deal with like those super hot travel batteries I would bring. Or like, I don't know, I was about to give a really bad example, never do that. I was gonna say, like, if you need to curl your hair in the car, don't ever do that. But there's another plug in the back too. So that's just really rad, and I really like that. There's all these controls on the steering wheel. There's more controls here than the Lexus.
You can control the feel of the steering. There's a little picture of a steering wheel, so it could be comfort, so it's like a very loose feel, and then there's normal, and then there's sport, so the steering is tighter
for whatever you're used to.
And you got the paddle shifters. It's a 10-speed transmission, and there's a button right here. It switches between engine modes, so you have normal, sports car mode, sport mode, because this truck drives like a sports car, which is why I bought it.
That's not the reason you bought it. I feel like you bought it because it's a very utilitarian vehicle, like super useful.
It's a sports car with a truck body on it, is pretty much what it is.
It's a good car.
Yeah.
So,
drive in the mud, could drive in the snow, could drive over rocks.
I feel safe anywhere in this car. Yeah. Like, I'm always gonna be okay, and I know that's why you picked this. So, yeah guys, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know any video requests you guys have, because I feel like this was like an obvious video to do, but like I hadn't done it, so let me know what else you'd like to see, and I will see you back here soon. All right, bye guys. Oops, I'm in reverse. Bloopers.